What's going on, guys? How's everyone doing today? Welcome. Come on in. Welcome to the live stream. Just started a couple seconds ago. Thank you guys for coming to the live stream. Don't forget to like. Take a look here at Bitcoin. Let's check out the 4-hour. I'd be a bear flag, right? We'll see. Getting a lot of resistance here at the 50 MA. Thank you guys for the likes, by the way. Shout out to you guys here on YouTube and TikTok. But yeah, Bitcoin on the 4-hour, we're kind of breaking down here to try to hold that 25, 20, 21. All right, so you know we got rejected at the 50. Now, if we are bullish, we hold this and we break the 50. If we are bearish, we break this to the downside, right? So 4-hour looking pretty critical here for Bitcoin. And don't worry, guys, don't forget to like. Very soon we'll do the crypto market of the day once we get over 5K likes. Right now, we're just taking a look here at Bitcoin. We'll check out your altcoins as well. But yeah. Weekly as well, we're trying to, I mean, we got 3 days left. If we can come back up here to 113,500, it'll be a good weekly close, in my opinion. So, thank you for the likes. Comment your favorite coin you guys want me to take a look at. We're taking a look here at Bitcoin. Trin, Frank B, and Parks, thank you guys for coming to the live stream. Toshi update. I've been loading up. Toshi update. Sure. We'll take a look here at Toshi for you. Count Dracula. How you been, bro? Yeah, long time no see, man. How you been? Thank you for coming to the live stream. Yeah, let's do a Toshi. Let's check out Toshi. Because I've been buying a lot of Toshi too. You know, I didn't hold any Toshi until we got this dip here, this pullback, right? So I'm already have a good amount of Toshi. But I'll say I started buying on this pullback. We went up. I should have taken profits, but I'm still buying on this pullback. Overall, like I said, Toshi's testing that top of the pennant right here. We broke out of it. Unfortunately, when we broke out of it for Toshi was when the market started coming down. So with that, we're coming down here to try to hold the top of the pennant, get this retest here, and then bounce off of it. But you can see right here on the daily, right? I would say this price right here is not a bad deal. We're at the low of the range. You can see there's a lot of support here. You know, we can definitely fall down here a little bit lower, but I would expect Toshi to hold this level, even if you come down a little bit lower. I don't see Toshi putting in a lower low from its previous lows. I see the bottom being very near, either right here or a little bit more lower, possibly right there somewhere. So I see more upside than downside for Toshi, to just be honest with you. Okay. And that's why I've been buying, because I think the upside is massive for Toshi. I mean, it's in this massive pendant. Once it breaks through this officially, we're going to skyrocket here based on the measured move. So Toshi, I think it's getting ready to really explode. It's set up perfectly for this bull market, in my opinion. Got a goatee now. Not really. Hey, player, did you already do Cardano? Not yet, man. We'll do Cardano. Thank you guys for the roses. Appreciate it. I want to say my favorite is Toshi. I want to say it's, but I do hold, I have bought a lot of Toshi the last 2 months. And man, you guys are a lot. We already got a bunch of people on here. Thank you guys so much. GDP is 3.3% in Q2. S&P hit new all-time highs. Inflation is lingering. AI housing bubble. And the Fed's responses to cut rates and print money. This is insanity. Yeah. And I mean, this is bad long term, right? We know there's going to be probably more inflation long term. So that's why you guys got to prepare ahead. The greatest, I think we get till Q1 before the sell-off. Yeah. I got 2 million Toshi, looking to accumulate 34 million. Wow. That's a pretty good amount. I mean, I would say right now is not a bad deal, right? Not financial advice, but I'm liking Toshi where it's at right now. Trin asked for Shiba Inu. Thank you guys for the gifts. And thanks for joining the fan club. Yeah, so Shiba, I'm liking Shiba too. Even though it's down a ton. I think Shiba is really starting to turn around here. It's moving slowly, right? We've been choppy here for, and again, this is the time when you want to buy coins when they're boring, where they're choppy, when they're not really doing anything, when they're like ranging here, like Shiba is, right? It's not completely dumping here, but you can kind of see here on the weekly too, we're getting bullish divergence. And honestly, I can kind of see a inverse head and shoulders for Shiba played out on the weekly, right? We have the shoulder, head, shoulder. So I do like Shiba. Dogecoin as well. Thank you for the likes. Shout out to Dracula, Orion. And again, if you guys are new to me, definitely follow. I made a backup account in case anything happens with this account. It should be in the bio. Mentioned in the bio. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm bearish for the dollar long term. That's why we got to prepare ahead. I think, you know, the dollar doesn't really have a future. But it can still take years, right, before it starts to come down heavy. What's up? Yeah, Bitcoin dominance. A lot of guys asking for Bitcoin dominance. We're at 58 right now. So, man, we're breaking down under 60. Bitcoin dominance dumping here under 60. But I would expect Bitcoin dominance to hold these levels here, right at the 21 MA on the monthly especially. So we might get a bounce here on Bitcoin dominance to the upside. All I know is when Bitcoin dominance gets to this level, 55 and lower, could possibly be the top of the market. You know, I would expect when Bitcoin dominance gets all the way down here to these levels, 50, is when you start to see altcoins exploding. All right. Crow, a lot of guys asking for Crow. Yeah, let's check out Crow. By the way, guys, yesterday's stream, we called out Crow. Look at that. We called out Crow, and I posted a clip here on TikTok and YouTube. Last stream yesterday, we called out Crow to come exactly here to my target. Exactly to my target, and in the beginning of the stream, we were at 31 cents. One for freedom. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. So shout out to everyone who was here yesterday in the live stream. We called that Crow move here from 31 to 37. And so far, that's the local top. right? Until we break it. That's the local top right there, 37. Called it in live stream. But again, this is why I show you guys Fibonacci. It shows you ahead of time, right? As you can see, this crow is pumping here. Like, okay, where should I take profits? Well, right there. Right, that's why to me, my price prediction for crow, where I'm taking most of my profits here, where the top could possibly be is 145 to around $2, 196 to 2. Okay. Again, just a prediction, but we'll see as we go there. But I mean, crow short term. Again, like I said, crow can definitely pull back here to 25 cents. Don't be surprised. So I can see crow coming here to 25 cents. Kind of meet up with that 21 and 25 MA here around the Fibonacci level. So even if we do get that pullback, I mean, even if you go to 20 cents crow, we're still super bullish here. We're still super bullish for crow. How low is XRP going? Countless signals you've given us, Saint Frank. Thank you. Shout out to Frank. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate it. But yeah, how low can XRP? I mean, XRP has been in this downtrend for a minute. And that's kind of like this bearish pendant where we can start to really accelerate this drop. Kind of freak everyone else when we possibly come here to 265. So I mean, I see the lowest XRP can come down to is 265, especially because that was a big resistance point back here in May. So we can possibly have like a panic dump here, which might last a day, less than a day, and then huge wick back up. Right, I can see something like that happening for sure. And it kind of, you can see right here on the weekly, we can kind of meet up with that 25 and 21 blue, 25 yellow, somewhere around there. So 260, 265 is my target if we continue this downtrend here for XRP under $3. Okay. And again, going down there, still super bullish. All right, still super bullish. But yeah, I mean, XRP is my biggest holding, so that should say a lot. Well, system, I'm using a trading view. The FedNow system runs off XRP and Ando. I'm planning to hold for the next 10-15 years. Yeah, I heard a lot of things regarding Chase. I think Chase is testing out really the only bank testing it out. So I agree with Frank. I mean, I'm still gonna take profits, but yeah, I do diversify a lot. That's what I've been saying. Bitcoin's getting ready to steal the show. Good evening, Debbie. Thanks for coming to the live stream. How does ETH look? Uptrend spot at the moment. First time here. Great content. Thoughts on Algo? I'll do Algo real quick for you. But again, if you guys are first time here, definitely follow. I do these type of live streams, crypto only, nearly every day. So definitely follow. I appreciate you if you're new here. And feel free to ask any questions. I come live here for crypto beginners, or people just want to know where the coin is at the moment, and just keep you guys updated right in the markets. And nothing is financial advice, but Algrand's been holding up very strong, and you can kind of see why Bitcoin dominance has been going down, because a lot of altcoins have been holding up strong, and we have bullish divergence here, right? I told you months ago, I told you bullish divergence on Crow, and look where Crow's at now. So I would expect Algrand to make a move here after we bottom out here and flip this past resistance as future support, right? I believe this will be the bottom for Algrand to then catapult to possibly, I'll say the next target might be obviously it's going to be here in the 618 top, which is going to be 32 cents, but then around 49.50 cents. All right. And again, this is on the weekly, so it might take some time to play out, but we got bullish divergence right here. We got an equal bottom, higher low on stochastic. So we already started to move up here in this uptrend. We're just creating a higher low. Okay. So yeah, I'm bullish on Algrand. I think it's a good coin. Ando, I'm new, about to follow you. Thank you. Shout out to the people here that are new. Appreciate you come here for the first time. Thank you for the follow. So, and Ando's looking really good. Honestly, what I see Ando doing is just an inverse head and shoulders, right? Classic inverse head and shoulders. So it might come down a little bit more, but I don't see it crashing down, right? So we possibly have something like that, right? And then to the upside. So it's a very bullish bottoming pattern. And I mean, long term, Ando's just been in this nice uptrend here, long-term uptrend. So I mean, Ando under $1, I think is a great deal. I think you can't go wrong with Ando under $1 here. It was around 213 here. So if you go back here to the previous top in December, it'll probably be like a 2x, a little bit over a 2x. It's not bad. And let's see if we have some bullish divergence here too. Mojo Nixon, thank you, bro. Thanks for being joining the subscription. Appreciate it. Or should I say the subscription? But shout out to Mojo, thank you, bro. And yeah, we do have some bullish divergence. Yeah, I'll show you here my cheat sheet. I created a cheat sheet for me. I use this all the time. Is this bullish divergence? Yeah, it is. It's actually strong bullish divergence. Wow. So look at this. It's my cheat sheet right here. We have a lower low for Ando, which you can clearly see right there, right? We put in this lower low right there. But then on stochastic, we have a higher low. And that is strong bullish divergence. And on stochastic, you can kind of see right here how we're putting in a higher low. So, I mean, already kind of started to play out. But on the weekly, it takes a minute to play out big. So we already got that move up. We're getting that higher low here. And then we're probably going to explode. Right? We're going to put in that inverted head and shoulders. So it's just my analysis here on Ando. I think it's looking great. Is Phantom a great platform? That's a great question. And I would say if you're using Ando without a cold storage wallet, I would say it's not a good platform unless you got like, you know, just a little bit of money. What I mean by that is like if you have a ton of money on Phantom wallet and you're just using it as a hot wallet, right? To like when you sell, when you buy, you just click the button. I wouldn't say it's a good platform, honestly, or for any hot wallet, in fact, because it's just very vulnerable. Hot wallets are very, very vulnerable. If you click any link, if you have malware, if you know, it's different from a cold storage wallet where you got to physically click it and it shows you, you know, it's just less likely to be hacked, basically. So what I recommend, if you really like Phantom, I'll recommend getting I think the only cold storage wallet that lets you connect to Phantom at the moment is Ledger. Okay, you can use my link in my link bio. You get like 10% off Ledger or something like that. But that's what I would recommend if you like Phantom. It's just more secure if you use a cold storage wallet connected to it. But yeah, Dogecoin. Some of you guys asking for Dogecoin. Let's see how Dogecoin is looking. 22 cents. Anytime, Nate. Yeah, a lot of coins have been showing bullish divergence right now. Even Dogecoin too. Kind of very similar here, right? Putting in the kind of inverse head and shoulders too, right here for Dogecoin. So Dogecoin, I mean, kind of similar to Ando in a way, right? Inverse head and shoulders playing out. So I mean, I would expect a lot of these coins to start to accelerate probably very soon in September. Again, right here. So higher low. So Dogecoin's been looking great. I just think that here on the daily, you can kind of see we're trying to regain that 50, 25, and 21, which we lost, right? So right now it's kind of acting as resistance. On the 4-hour, we're breaking through it. So I mean, we're showing good signs here on the 4-hour that we can get a pump up here to possibly 23 cents, 22.96. So short term is not looking too bad either. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you don't even have to put a full Fibonacci. I agree. I mean, I'll do a Fibonacci here on Dogecoin to show you how bullish it is. And you can see how bullish Dogecoin is, because what I see all the time is when we pull back and we bounce off the 618 like that, that is mega bullish, right? That is like beautifully bullish, right? And you can see how that went here for Dogecoin on the pullback right there. That wick right there, it's exactly to the 618 around 12-13 cents back in May. And I remember buying Dogecoin 13 cents back then. I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm getting Dogecoin at 13 cents. But it didn't last too long, right? And then very soon we were at 15, 16, you know, retested it again right there at 14, and then now we're at 22. So yeah, I do like Dogecoin, very bullish structure. I don't have any Ando, but I would say Ando under $1 is pretty good. What's better, Web3 wallets or cold storage cold wallets? So I mean, the one that I recommend, which is all the ones that I recommend are in my bio. The Keystone 3 is my favorite right now. If you use the code Lewis, you get 5% off, and you can use the link in my bio. It will automatically put it. But I recommend the Keystone 3 Pro cold wallet, and then you can use that with Web3 wallets like OKX, MetaMask, Rabbi. All I'm saying is don't use MetaMask, don't use Rabbi, don't use Phantom, just as it itself. It's just super risky. Unless you got like a couple $100 you're putting in meme coins or something. But if you're holding a ton of money, just, you know. I don't know too much about Arculus, but if they're, I mean, I would say if they're not open source, then I would be careful, right? The reason why I like Keystone 3 Pro is because it's fully open source, has 3-element chips, and it's just a great wallet overall. And I like the Trezor too, which is open source. Yeah, I'm in a lot of trades right now. A lot of longs, like low leverage longs. Oh, really? Okay, I gotta check them out for sure then. I haven't checked out Arculus. Frank says, you don't even have to pull. Shiba is going to turn heads when it pumps. Yeah. And that's the thing. When Shiba pumps, it's fast. All the accumulation is going to give it a big, oh God, candle. I agree with Frank. Again, this is the time to be buying before these big God candles. So I shouldn't hold 5 figures on Coinbase. Okay, so my opinion with that, right? I would say the average people, I would recommend the average people hold on Coinbase on these platforms rather than a hot wallet. And some people might disagree and say, no, you want to have control of your keys, this and that. But it's just that hot wallets are so vulnerable, right? It's different from a cold storage wallet. But regarding Coinbase, or, you know, I don't think Coinbase is going to go bankrupt or anything like that. The only thing is, one of the big cycle tops is when Coinbase or other exchanges go off for maintenance and all that because of high volume. And usually when that happens is usually like at the high peak prices when you want to take profits and sell. So if that happens to Coinbase, you're not going to be able to enter and take profits, right? So I would recommend putting in limit orders, sell limit orders. But yeah, I mean, I don't think Coinbase is going to go under or anything like that. What do you think of Near? Near, man, I haven't, I've been procrastinating on getting some Near, because last time I looked at it, it looked pretty good. And I don't have too many AI project coins in my portfolio, so. But yeah, I mean, Near is very oversold, as you can see. Very oversold on the monthly. The good thing is we're starting to curve here on the monthly. You probably can't see it because I'm like in the way. So we're starting to curve slightly here on the monthly, right? Wayfinder, what's the tag for Wayfinder? So very oversold. Let me see. Let's see if we can find some bullish divergence here for near. And there it is. Man, there's so many coins. I mean, it looks exactly like Ando too. A lot of coins are having the same structure where they're kind of forming an inverse head and shoulders and giving you some bullish divergence, right? There's so many coins that are doing the same structure right now. I don't think it's a coincidence. I think the coins that are giving you this type of structure are very soon going to start to move up. All right, this is a sign here. I mean, near really hasn't broken out yet. We're still in this pendant here, right? Kind of this diamond pattern. So I might pick up some near. I'm not gonna lie. I want to definitely diversify my AI portfolio because I don't have too many AI projects. And I think near putting in a low here is pretty bullish. I mean, this coin was there was so much resistance here, about $7.73, right around here. We just couldn't break that. So I'll say the next target is around 378, then 5, then obviously that's 7. All-time high was 15 bucks. So definitely not bad. I'll get on those limits. Best interaction I've had with a stock, bro. Thank you. Doof, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming to the live stream. And again, if you guys are new, definitely follow. I do a lot of crypto content. I upload every day. I go live nearly every day. So I'm not going to be live this weekend because I'm going to go camping for a couple days. So, you know, I'll be back on Monday. Yeah, I'll probably do like a day stream on Monday because it's going to be Labor Day. So we'll see. I was thinking about getting some near still in accumulation. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. I think I might get some near too. I like how overbought it is, oversold. Doge showed that. Yeah, I think Doge higher than $1. You called Manu 2 weeks ago, 28K users in 1.5 months. Still very low. Vitalik just sold out wallet. Manu, I don't even remember calling that out 2 weeks ago. What coin was that? Is this a good spot to short for what coin, what project? Dave says my bags XRP, Beam, Wayfinder, Ergo, Holo. I mean, I don't know the other coins, but the coins that I have is XRP, Beam, and HBAR in your portfolio. I don't know so much about the other coins. Wild Trey says I'm super new to crypto, so you link your cold storage wallet to your computer, and then how do you trade, or where do you go to trade? That's a great question. Shout out to Wild Trades. He's asking, so you link your cold storage wallet to your computer, and then how do you trade, or where do you go to trade? So there's two types of cold storage wallets, okay? And this is why I love the Keystone 3 Pro, because the Keystone 3 Pro is a hybrid. There's an air-gapped wallet, and then there's one that you connect with a wire. Right, most of the ones like Ledger, I think, Trezor, you connect through a wire or even Bluetooth. But Keystone 3 and I think EliPal, a couple other ones that are air gapped, you don't connect it with a wire. You connect it with a QR code. So basically, the way you connect it to MetaMask or OKX wallet is when you're connecting it to the wallet, it'll say, okay, show me your QR code on your Keystone or EliPal or whatever, right? Whatever air-gapped wallet you have, you show it, it connects it, and then you're able to use that platform, MetaMask or OKX wallet, with DeFi, with buying other coins. But the thing is, when you buy other coins, you have to confirm it physically on your Keystone. You see what I'm saying? And when you send it, or when you when you send it, you have to scan it, the QR code. So air-gapped is pretty safe because it doesn't connect to the internet or your computer. But I would say if you have what I would recommend is having like a computer dedicated for crypto, where there's not a lot of stuff downloaded, like, you know, no malware and stuff like that, then you should be fine. But if you just have a ton of stuff downloaded on your computer or even phone or whatever, it's best to use just an air gap. Yeah. Whiff up 20% today, man. And I've been telling you guys, I just posted a video on YouTube how to buy Wolf, right, World Liberty coin early before the launch. It hasn't launched yet, so if you guys are interested on how to buy it early, check out my video on YouTube. I also posted here on TikTok a little bit, but I go deep in my YouTube video. But yeah, I'm doing a 3x on it, so I got a 3x on World Liberty. I'm up pretty good, but you don't have to do a 3x. You can do a 1x, right? It's just for if you want to get exposure to World Liberty coin before the launch. I show you step by step here in my YouTube video, right here, right? Look at it. How to buy World Liberty coin before launch day. And again, if you guys haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, go subscribe. We got over 38.7. We're about to hit 40K. I just need how much is it, like 1.3K? 1.3K and we hit 40K. My goal is 100K. So go follow me and check out the video right there if you want to buy a World Liberty coin early, right there. Appreciate it, brother. Thanks. Anytime, wild trades. And also, like, I would say wild trades, all the ones that I recommend are solid. That's in my bio. And if you use my link, you get a big discount. But the ones that I recommend are open source. Trezor's open source. Ledger's like 95% open source. Why is it like this? And then hold up, I don't know why it's doing this. There you go. We're back. And the reason why it's important to be open source, just because the code is public to the people to test, to audit. Right, and there's no backdoors or anything like that. So I bought it right after your video yesterday. That's awesome, man. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video. So shout out to Carrie Larius for watching my video, and he bought it after. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's great. And you know, make sure to take profits, because I'm pretty sure if it has a big dump the first day or the first couple days, make sure to take profits. I mean, we kind of saw what happened with Trump, Melania. I mean, I know this coin is different, obviously, but usually coins pull back hard if they pump the first couple days. Moonang $5 feasible. Moonang, man, I haven't checked out Moonang in a minute, so we'll check it out here for you. Moonang, look at this coin. It's been pulling back here. Do we have some bullish? We kind of do in a way, right? We kind of do have some bullish divergence here in a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. So Moonang to $5, man. I mean, I would say here, see right there. So I would say Moonang has a chance of going to $1.71. Right? I would say the top could possibly be $1.70 to $2.53. Right, there's a slight chance of going to $5 right here at the 618, but that's it's less probable, right? I would say the only chance it can get up there is if it comes up here kind of fast with Bitcoin, you know, moving slower, right? But if we're up here and Bitcoin is 180K or something like that, I think that's the time to sell. But yeah, anytime. Shout out to Water Buffalo. But I mean, Moonang definitely looks bullish. It was, you know, coins that recover like that, and then, you know, they're in the bull flag right now. They're pretty bullish. Thank you for the follows, guys. Can you check out Vchain? Yeah, Vchain. It's a coin I'm bullish on right now. So we have bullish divergence here on Vchain. Right, boom. I talked about this yesterday. And it looks like Vchain wants to break out of this range. It's been ranging here for weeks now. All right, putting in higher lows here. So we might come to a point here where we really do break out here and possibly test that 0.29, 0.28 level, right? Especially since here on the daily, you can kind of see we're holding the 50, and we're trying to break over the 200 right here on the daily. So once we break that 200 on the daily, then we could possibly start to push up here to 3 cents. And on the weekly too, I mean, on the weekly, we're looking pretty good too, because we finally broke above the 25 and 21. And again, our next target here is that 50 MA around 3 cents. So, and if you look at it, it looks like a inverted head and shoulders. Again, a lot of coins, Ando, I mean, we already looked at Ando, Dogecoin. A lot of coins are showing you this same structure with this inverse head and shoulders and bullish divergence right there. That could play out to the upside. You see Solana touching 1K 100 this season. So my prediction on Solana, I would say the probability is it tops out here in between 750 to 1,100. Yeah, so I do see it possibly hitting that, but it's you know, it's less likely, right? It's the top of my, it's literally the top of my prediction. So most likely it'll top out somewhere possibly in between, right? So I mean, this is my sell zone for Solana. Once we start really accelerating here in some god candles and we start moving up here to above 700, that's the time to unstake and start selling, taking profits on Solana, right? And then the other thing here is the monthly stochastic. You're gonna start to see the monthly stochastic really pump here. And I would say usually when we get to overbought, it doesn't mean we topped out right there. We can stay overbought here for months before we top out, right? A great example is right here, the last top here for Solana. You see how we got overbought, but we were still over here. All right, we got very overbought. We were still over here, and we still had some legs here for Solana. It was around 125. We still doubled here basically, and went up even here to 300. So, but yeah, I'm overall pretty bullish on Solana, and it's been doing pretty good here. Tomorrow's a huge day. It can get ugly tomorrow if bulls don't pull through, but I am Solana short. What's happening tomorrow? How do you buy Trump coin? You can buy it on Phantom, or I think like any exchange has Trump coin, Coinbase. Hedera. Thank you guys for the likes, by the way. There is another coin very similar to Algrand holding up extremely well. It's been holding up extremely well here. Again, we might have a little bit more downside still, but I don't see too much downside for Hedera. Right? If we do have a panic dump here, I'll say 20 cents it's probably the bottom. Right? If you have like a massive panic dump, we wick down there to 20 cents around there. That could possibly be the bottom. What I think about comp? I think last time I checked out comp, it looked pretty good. I mean, it looks it's very unique, right? It hasn't really done anything. It's just been very choppy. So I mean, it's not the most bullish coin. Comp, right? It's been very choppy. So yeah, I mean, this coin should be moving here with Ethereum breaking all-time highs. It might be it might take a little bit before it really breaks out of this level here, which there's a lot of resistance here at that 0.78. You see. So I mean, if you're bullish on Ethereum, it doesn't hurt to buy here. It's very oversold. We're still under that 0.78. It's risk on because I mean we're extremely low.
Subscriber.
We're not bullish yet, but as you know, the crypto market moves fast. So I mean, in just 1 month, we can just break right through this, and then retest it, and then later soon we're around in the 80s, right? But I would say once we come up here to the 618, there's gonna be a lot of resistance here, just like there is right here, right now. So once we break that 50s, you know, that 86 to 95 level, it's gonna be a lot of resistance. Nate, Sir Nate, shout out to Sir Nate. Thanks for being a subscriber. What about Near Protocol? I'll check out Near again. Let's take a look at Near again. Been using new indicator called Visible Volume Profile. Biggest game changer, helps when longing. Visible, I'll check it out. Let me see here. What's it called? Visible Volume Profile. Let me see. Is it this one? I don't know if it's this one, right? Let me know which one it is. So Near Protocol, again, this is a coin I'm probably going to be buying because I don't have too many AI projects, and I'm liking Near a lot. You can see on the monthly, we're very oversold here. We're putting in the higher low, most likely. We're still under the 618, but I believe Near will eventually break through it. It's just creating this bullish structure, which is an inverse head and shoulders. So we're getting the bullish pattern, inverse head and shoulders playing out. We're getting bullish divergence here, right? Higher low for stochastic, but a lower low for Near. That's bullish divergence. Okay, we're getting that, and then you can see we're starting to break through that 25, 21, holding those levels on the weekly. So, you know, we're starting to see good signs here for Near. It just hasn't really exploded or broken out yet. So, I mean, these are really the times to invest before a coin really takes off. All right. So, I'm bullish on Near. I would say the next price point here is around 380 or 370. AI, thank you, bro. Yeah, AVT is on Coinbase, so yeah. ZRX. Man, I forgot to do the crypto market update of the day. We'll do it here soon. Pretty bullish too, right? That same diamond pattern. Inverse head and shoulders playing out too. We're getting bullish divergence, so looking pretty good here for ZRX. And we're starting to hold that 25, 21. So we might get a pump. We might get a spring off of this, right? We might spring off of this and test these highs again. So ZRX looking pretty good. Before we check out some coins, let's check out the crypto market update of the day. I forgot to do this, but this is on the daily here. Which coin's been up the most here on the daily? PIF up 90% today. I think obviously with some news, right? But look at that. PIF is up 90%. I don't hold any PIF, but shout out to everyone who does. And then we also have Pump Fund up 13%. I do have some Pump Fund. So again, I mean, this is how the market is, guys. We have, yesterday was Crow. Today it's PIF. It's not this, you know, type of market where everything is pumping. I believe eventually it'll get like that, but we're starting to see, you know, coins, specific coins pump every single week. And we see Crow's down 9% because it's been up a ton the last couple days. Arrow's down a little bit too, but I mean Arrow's been up a ton. So not bad for the daily. On the let me check the weekly. On the weekly, the top weekly gainers, Piff at 89%, and then Crow at 117%. So the two biggest weekly gainers, and don't forget about Pump Fund up 21%. So again, very mixed market, but I'll say it's pretty bullish, right? Pretty bullish because again, these are the first times when Bitcoin dumps and altcoins don't dump. They've been holding up extremely well. That's why you've seen Bitcoin dominance breaking under 60%. Yeah, I believe Crow will still go up, but it might pull back to like around 25 cents, maybe even 20 cents first. Right? And yesterday in the live stream, you can check out my latest TikTok. We called out this exact Fibonacci top right there. But we might pull back here to 25 cents or 20 cents. If we do, we're still mega bullish. Getting a pullback like that. But long term, very bullish for Crow. I think this coin can go above $1 plus. Can you go over Vtor and Vchain? Sure, I already went over a Vchain. I'll do it again. Let's just check out Vtor because I haven't checked out Vtor in a minute. And we know this is like the kind of like the gas coin for Vchain. So huge pullback coming soon for real. Monthly closes tomorrow, I believe. Big day for everyone. Yeah, monthly close is tomorrow or the next day. So Vtor dumping down hard here. I mean, I would say this coin can definitely dump some more here. Yeah. I mean, we're in this massive downtrend, so we can definitely lose these lows here for Vtor. You know, we know it's much lower cap here than Vchain. So I would say a good target is around 0017. Right? But obviously if Vchain pumps, when Vchain pumps, this coin will definitely benefit. ASM. Thank you guys for the follows. We're almost at 10,000 likes. Also, I just posted a TikTok and YouTube short here today on my top 3 layer 1s that I'm bullish on after Ethereum breaks all-time highs. What's up, Paul G? PCI data tomorrow at 8:30 a.m., guys. 8:30 a.m. PCI data. So ASM, this is a symbol. It's an AI project. Yeah, man. I mean, this coin looks all right. Rhino, thank you, Rhino. Shout out to Rhino. I mean, this coin looks like it's gonna dump, to be honest. I just see a lot of resistance here. You could break this to the downside to come back here to the lows here around 0.14, right? And the reason why I say that is you can even see it right here on the MAs. We're getting that bearish MA cross right there with the 50 MA crossing above the 21 and 25. So it's not a good sign right here on the daily. On the weekly, well, I mean, we have a lot of resistance here too on the weekly, so we might dump a little bit more before we possibly put in a higher low. But I do believe we'll put in the higher low here somewhere, possibly here, right? Pull back a little bit more, and then continue this bullish pattern. So not too bad long term. Short term though, we can definitely dump some more. Yeah, bro, I love Link. Link is one of my top holdings. Shout out to Rhino for the gifts. What do I think about World Liberty coin? I have some. I'm actually in a 3x right now for it before the launch. If you guys want to learn how to get World Liberty before the launch, you can do so right now. Check out my YouTube video right there in my link bio. Subscribe. But I show you right here step by step how to do it, which platform. You just gotta, you know, make sure to take profits. You're in a pre-sale for what? Chainlink. Let's take a look here at Chainlink. PCE. Yeah, PCE. What are my hours? What do you mean? Oh, my thoughts. Yeah, I'll share my thoughts on ICP and render. So let's take a look here. Analysis here on Chainlink, which has been holding up pretty well. I would say Chainlink pulling back to $20 is a great deal. I'm not saying we will pull back down there, but if we do have a Bitcoin continues to dump, right? We're gonna have one more drop here to around $20 level. And that'll be great. I mean, right now on the daily, we're holding up that 21. We lose that, we'll come here to $23. And that 50 MA on the daily is crawling up there to 20 bucks. So like I said, 20 bucks Chainlink would be a great deal. Honestly, right now under 30 bucks, that I would say is a great deal right now too, if you're long-term Chainlink. Because as you can see, this is a very bullish chart. This is a nice ascending channel right here. And we haven't really broken out of this channel. Once we do, we'll break the all-time highs, and then my target is around 100 to 130. Okay, or I'll say 135. So my thoughts on ICP. I think ICP it's just gonna be a late runner. I'm in the long right now for ICP, but just like right here was a late runner, I believe right here too. So you're probably gonna see the markets run first before ICP really breaks out of this channel. Let's just hope that this isn't a bear flag and we break down to the downside. That'll be the bear scenario, right? So we have to hope that we break out to the upside to around 696, the next target. Because you see there's so much resistance here for ICP. A lot of resistance here. The good thing is that we're not dumping here and testing our bear market lows. So I'll still say, you know, it's not completely bullish for ICP. It's just that it just needs to move the market when it starts to move. What price did I long at? I think it was around 26 cents, 26, 25 cents. Around there for World Liberty. And render, like I'm bullish on render. I'm probably more bullish on render than ICP. You can see we broke our all-time highs. We're just pulling back to put in a higher low, flipping this past resistance. So I think render has a great project as well. Solana bull flag at 215. Just curious on what time frame. What time frame do you see a Solana bull flag here? ENS, bro. Yeah, let me know what time frame for the bull flag on So ENS, this is another coin that connected to Ethereum. And as you can see, great chart. Let me see if I can find a better chart here. A fuller chart, that is. You can see ENS just pulling back here to the previous resistance level here. You can even see it right here on the monthly a little bit. Right, so I think ENS is looking amazing. It's really just, it's just gonna flip that resistance as support. You know, even if you pull back a little bit lower, I don't see too much downside here. It's definitely not gonna break the previous low. It's gonna continue this ascending channel. Okay. And once Ethereum starts to take off, it's gonna start to outperform Ethereum towards the end of this bull market. So I think if you're bullish on ENS, if you missed it, I think it's a buy the dip scenario right here. Price targets for ENS. I'm bullish on Vchain. So don't forget to like, guys, and follow if you are new. So we see right here, Fibonacci, beautiful bounce off the 618. I'll say the targets here for ENS from 176 to 233, I would say. Its all-time high was around 85 bucks. Monica says, do you think altcoin season starts in October? Possibly. I mean, it could be September, October, November. But from what I'm looking at the charts, I see a part of this bull market also leading into 2026. Right, seeing how spreaded this bull market has been. Short term, I think Cronos is probably going to go a little bit higher and then pull back to like 25 cents or around there. So it might go up a little bit higher and then pull back to 25, 20 cents. All right. Man, we got 71 people. Insane. Thank you guys. You guys absolutely have been killing it here and on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I mean, like, don't be so short term, right? Be, you know, if you're going to be holding these coins, think multi-month. Multi-month. Once Crow starts to get above $1, that's when you got to really be worrying on when to sell. Can you look at Aptos? We got Brett, Sonic, man. You guys got a ton of coins today. I don't think Aptos, I haven't looked at this coin in a minute. But it's not looking too good, to be honest, right? Aptos, you see a massive massive pullback. I mean, I would only say the bullish scenario here is if we do have like that inverse head and shoulders playing out for Aptos, and we can kind of create like a rounded bottom here where we slowly move to the upside, right? We get a massive pump here very soon. That's the bullish scenario, but you got to be careful with these type of coins. It's just down so much that it might be one of the coins that don't recover. So one of the big signals is when Bitcoin starts to move again, Ethereum breaks all-time highs, and Aptos is kind of still lingering down here. That might be a sign too that it might not recover. You started investing in crypto and have done due diligence. Dropped 20K on XRP, XLM, HBAR, and XTC. Wow, shout out to Tyler. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, and you know that's why I love going live stream, because I wanna be out there for new people coming into crypto. But that's great that you got into crypto, and those are great projects. I have all those. XRP is my biggest holding, but I would just say for the new people coming into crypto too, the #1 advice is remember to take profits. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get euphoric, and it's gonna feel like we're gonna keep going up. But you gotta remember to sell. Alejandra says, Shiba is making me lose it. You think there's still hope? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure even I feel like that for Shiba. But, you know, trying to give you a little bit of hope here with Shiba, you know, based on what I see, right? I see Shiba. The good thing here for Shiba is that it did this, right? It had this beautiful push up here in the market. Moving up in the market, it was moving up. So that's the #1 green flag right there. Now we pulled back with the market. We're just lingering down here, right? We haven't really moved up that much yet with the market. But if we didn't have this first move over here, and Shiba was kind of just still under the 618 level, kind of chopping around here in the bear market territory, then I would be bearish. I'll tell you, there's no hope for Shiba. But the fact that it did this, and now it's pulling back to kind of build strength in this critical zone right here. This is the zone, the point of control for Shiba, where bears slightly have control right now, but very soon I see Shiba breaking out to the upside, right? Because it's just building strength here from where we had a lot of resistance right here in the past. So I would say there is hope for Shiba. I am bullish on it. It's just that you got to be patient. Just like right here, you see right here how Shiba was just very, very bad, right? Just downtrending, and then out of nowhere we started uptrending a little bit, and then boom, right? God candle. So it's something very similar. Love your lives, bro. Chartable, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. And by the way, guys, in case anything happens with this account, follow my backup. It should be mentioned in the bio. We have almost 3K there, so definitely check it out. I go live on there too. All right, File. Okay, we're getting a lot of Filecoin. A lot of Filecoin. Yeah, shout out to people who got PIF. PIF is up 91% already on the weekly. On the daily, it's up 91% because that's today's the day it started to pump. I agree with Steven. Yeah, we're looking good in general, but I think we're looking great long term. So look, Filecoin is just so bearish that it might be bullish short term here, right? I mean, this is just really not a good chart for this massive descending wedge here, and we might get a breakout. You know, we might get a breakout here for Filecoin pretty soon. But the massive resistance target here around 319, right? 319, and then around $7. But I mean, but there's no guarantee, especially with this chart. There's no guarantee Filecoin comes back above $10 or even more. It's just that there's so much inflation. Unless they can change the inflation or the tokenomics for this coin, and we can start to either burn, or there's, you know, some type of mechanism that fixes the tokenomics, then we're not going to see any bullish signs yet, right? It's still under that bear market bottom level, so it's not good. But short term, it might be bullish here. We might get a breakout short term. Thank you guys for the follows. And again, if you guys want to know how to get World Liberty coin before the launch, you guys can go to my YouTube, check out my latest video. I go step by step on how you can buy World Liberty coin before. I think the launch is September 1st, right? So actually, I already have exposure to it. If you want to get exposure to World Liberty coin before the launch, check out my YouTube channel. The first video posted 11 hours ago, and I show you how to do it. How to buy Trump's DeFi. Yeah, I just forgot to post the link here. So some of you guys asking for Brett. John Smith, what's my average on what? On World Liberty? Let me post it right here. My average, I think I got in around 25.5. So I think I'm up slightly a little bit, unless it dumped. But again, if this coin goes to like $1, the first day I'm definitely selling. And that's the thing, right? You can buy it this way, take profits, and if you want to buy it on the pullback, you can buy it on spot after the launch. But it's around 25.5 where I got it. 0.25, right? So 25 cents. Yeah, I agree with Keenan. Most coins will look like Filecoin in some time in the future. So I mean, that's the thing. That's why I like leverage trading, because you know, people make leverage trading kind of scary, or that it's impossible, or that you shouldn't do it. I'm not saying you should do it, right? Nothing here is financial advice, but I'm just saying that there's a right way to do it, and that way is using low leverage, like I use low leverage. And I mean, the best thing to do is use low leverage on coins you're confident in. And then once the top of the bull market is around the corner, that's gonna be the time to short the market. So you want to make a good amount of money when the market comes down, because there's gonna be a lot of coins, just like Keenan said, there's gonna be a lot of coins that go to zero. And if you short those coins, even if it's at 3x, 2x, 5x, you can make a ton of money. So Brett not looking too bad either. We're pulling back here to the 618. As you guys know, the 618, every time we get a pullback, I mean, this is why I love Fibonacci, right? Brett bounces off this Fibonacci, boom, gets rejected at 0.5, and now it's been ranging and bouncing off the 618. Probably gonna put in a lower high and then break through that, and then come to the 0.38 here around 9 cents Brett. So this is what I see Brett doing. This is exactly what I see it doing. So right now, I think is a great deal. I love buying coins when they retest on a pullback to the 618 level. It's just, to me, it's just an easy buy. We saw Cardano do it. We saw Dogecoin do it. And if the coin is bullish, which I see Brett being bullish, it will get a bounce here very, very shortly. So I'm on the weekly. It might not be, you know, this week or even next week, but very soon we'll get bounce here. So Moment, my backup account is in my bio. It should be mentioned in my bio. It's literally just .sirlewis. And by the way, guys, there's a lot of fake accounts out there that have my name and my profile name. If they try to DM you or message you, that's not me. I'll never DM first. New subscriber. So just understand that. So my main accounts will always be _sirlewis. And then my backup is .sirlewis, which should be mentioned in my bio. All you got to do is click on it and it'll take you there. Okay. Anytime Moment. Sonic. I'll take a look here at Sonic real quick. I think I have Sonic saved here. So Sonic and Say was a coin. 2 coins that I bought on this recent big pullback that I didn't hold before. So I recently got into Sonic and Say. And I'm happy I waited on the pullback because they both came down a good amount. So where the heck is the Sonic that I have here? Whatever. Oh, I think I have it as FTM. Yeah, FTM. Yeah. Yeah, I think Cardano will go up soon. I have like around 2,000, right? I mean, I want to go check to just make sure. But I sure have around 2,000 and something. Yeah, I can't check it right now, but I know it's basically my face with the green screen behind. What do you mean holiday coins? I'm trying to find the full chart of Sonic. I think I found it right here. There you go. So look, Sonic's pulling back here. Very oversold. Possibly putting in the higher low. Doesn't look too good, right? Because we're below that 0.78, but we're starting to break through it. And very soon we can have a big pump here to the 618 around 48 cents, right? So if we zoom in here, we can see if this is looking bullish or not. And you can see You know, this is looking pretty bullish in my opinion for Sonic to really move up here soon. You can also see right here, we're starting to break through that 25, 21. On the daily as well, right? Once we break that 50 MA on the daily, then we can move up here to the 200 MA around 44, 48, just like I said. So yeah. Check the chart, Cardano. Just like I said, I love buying. You know, to me, when coins pull back to the 618, I think it's a no-brainer. It's a very bullish retest here for Cardano, which we got that bounce right there off the 618. Right now, we're slowly working a way to put in to test the highs here of 113 from back in November and December. But again, I see Cardano is still 3x from its all-time highs. I see it going to around $6 to $8 plus. And you can kind of see it's in this very bullish structure, beautiful uptrend. We got that bullish retest off the 618 higher low. I don't see Cardano going under 54 cents. And if you zoom in, you're like, okay, what really helped this pump was bullish divergence right here, which I talked about for weeks now. Okay. What is that huge gains? So, yeah, I would say for sure. For sure. Yes, yeah, someone probably made a fake backup account. So again, guys, I will never DM you first, and I will never ask for anything like that, right? Just remember, I will never DM you guys first. Gav's dad, thank you. Shout out to Gav's dad. Thank you for the flowers. It's so difficult to find your backup account. You could have your backup account on guest. Moment. So it should be in my bio. So look, if you go to my bio, it will say Sir Lewis. You just click on it. It's kind of highlighted, right? It'll say Sir Lewis, and you click on it. It'll take you to my backup. Or you can just search dot Sir Lewis. So search dot or period Sir Lewis, right? Just like the dot, not the actual word. But I'll say the easiest way is to just go in my bio and click Sir Lewis. It'll take you there. And man, shout out to Gav's dad. We already hit our goal over 100 roses. We got 202. Insane. We got double our goal. Thanks to Gav's dad. Every stream we hit our goals. Thanks to Gav's dad. So thank you so much. And we got so many new followers today. It's been a great stream today, even though it was a little short. But I just want to thank you guys so much. Shout out to Lena as well. I'm actually going camping for the next 2 days, so I might not. I'm gonna be back Monday, Labor Day. So I'll be I'll probably do a day stream on Labor Day Monday. So stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna go camping for the next 2 days. So I might make some videos there. So it'll be pretty cool. But yeah, guys, I'm overall pretty bullish. I mean, we might pull back a little bit lower, but I think right now we're in a buy the dip scenario. You know, like this is a different type of bull market where yesterday it was Crow, today it's Piff. So it's more mature, it's more mixed because we're not at a point yet where every altcoin's pumping. That's usually a sign that we're towards the end of the bull market. Right now, it's different coins, right? Piff with the latest news and Crow yesterday. So this is why the number one thing is researching. The people that research, the people that learn, you know, based on the charts, based on the fundamentals, the news and everything like that, are the ones that are going to be making a ton of money, right? Like the people that research Crow or research Piff. So yeah. I would say pretty soon. I would say this fall, pretty soon, in my opinion, Keenan. And I would probably say it probably is going to lead into 2026. But I believe some point in 2026 is going to be that pivot to go down for the start of the bear market. And look, it might be towards the end of 2026, or it might be in the spring. We don't know yet. We got to see how it goes, you know, leading into it. But I just want to say thank you guys so much. I'll be live again very soon. Don't forget to watch my latest video. And by the way, I'm still going to post content on here while I'm camping. So I got some videos lined up. So stay tuned for that. And if you haven't yet, if you want to get World Liberty before the launch, which is September 1st, if you want to have exposure to the coin, watch my latest YouTube video. I'll show you how to buy World Liberty before the launch. Check it out. But yeah, love you guys so much. Sorry if I couldn't catch any coins. I'll do my best to catch your coins next live stream. Love you guys. Peace. Do you think 26 will show bear market like usual cycle? Yeah, I mean, I don't think, I think 2026 is going to be like 2021 where we top out, but you know, it's not like a mega crash. I think the mega crash will be 2027. It's like 2022, right? We saw what you know, after 2021 when we topped, 2022 it got really bad. We had bankrupt. I mean, it was probably the worst year for crypto. So many exchanges went bankrupt. We had a capitulation. Right, look at this. You see this? You see this candle right here? That was 2022. But again, it's not guaranteed yet. I just believe seeing how this cycle has been more spreaded out, starting with the first #1 thing, which was Bitcoin breaking all-time highs before the halving. I think that's the #1 sign, and started to see how, you know, they've been delaying interest rate cuts and quantitative easing. And quantitative easing is the main ingredient for altcoin season and this explosion. And they've just been delaying it, and they're finally going to start to cut rates. So, can you please explain to me how money is made on shorts? I'm having trouble understanding profits are made on shorts. I totally understand longs with shorts. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know too much about that either. I just know it's something like you buy it, right? Like you buy it. Let me see. Let me actually check it out here. Cause I don't understand it too much either. I just know a little bit of it. Let's check it out real quick. I know the concept of it. I just don't know how to explain it well. But I'll check it out here for you real quick. You should see right here. I know you're buying it. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what it says here too. Yeah, so it says here, I mean, shorts basically work by selling something you don't own. So you're basically borrowing. So you're borrowing from the exchange or the broker or whatever. So you're borrowing again. You're borrowing to sell it, selling something you don't own because you're borrowing it, hoping to buy it back cheaper later. And you know, if you profit if the price goes down, yeah. So basically, the first step is you borrow the asset, right? You don't own the crypto or stock. You borrow it from the broker exchange. You sell it at the current price. You immediately sell the borrowed asset on the market at the current price. You wait for the price to drop, and then you buy back. You cover the short, buy back your purchases. You purchase the same amount you borrowed and return it to the lender. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I would say the best time, I mean, especially right now, I would definitely be careful shorting. Unless, like, if you're shorting, it should be either a very short-term short, like scalping or a day trade. Even though we've been down recently, I think it's definitely not wise to be like in the swing or multi-day, month short, right? But I do believe there'll be a good time to short the market once we're near the peak of the market, once everything's kind of over exaggerated, overbought, euphoric. I think that'll be a good time to put some low leverage shorts. Again, like 2x, 3x, right? Low leverage. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much here on YouTube. You guys have been absolutely amazing. If you're new to my channel, definitely subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100K. Still a long way there, right? 40K for us. I've really been focusing on XRP day trading. I'm very new to the biz, but I'm still trying to learn every day. Oh yeah, that's awesome, man. I mean, I would say, you know, when you focus on one coin and not juggle a bunch, it can definitely be beneficial, right? Because you're just focusing on XRP's movements. So I think that's a great start. And really just you know, I would say the best thing is to just stick to it, right? Don't get frustrated. Learn from each trade, and you know, make sure you use real money, right? If you have to in the beginning, $5 or the main thing to use real money instead of like paper trading is that when you're paper trading, deep down you know it's not your real money. So if you lose a 1K on the paper trade, it's like, oh, right, you're not gonna be faking it, right? Even if you're trying to, deep down, it's not gonna hurt you. So when you trade with real money, it tests out your emotional. Because even if you lose like 10 bucks, you're like, man, I just lost 10 bucks on that trade that went horrible. So it tests your emotional side, which is very, very important. So that's my tip. But thank you guys so much. I'll be live very soon. I'm still gonna be posting content on here, so put the notification bell so when I go live again, you'll get notified. But love you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.